All right. So some people are asked for a video of filmmaking. So I'm going to look at my film, Dark Awakening Kalita, which I've been sort of working on in the background a little bit because I've been working on the Come Up series for the main channel. And so yeah, so now I have to go in here and see if I have I think the model I may have to remake her. Well, not remake her. I may need to fix a problem I created with the HG models. Let me see. Oh no, she's good. Okay. Yeah, because like when you put the yeah, I can use a facial bones. So anytime you put the art kit on them, you can't use their facial bones, and I'm like, I don't really want to do that. So I'm thinking about working the how do you put it? I'm gonna wait for this thing to open. Okay, and so I'm gonna work on the opening shot because I haven't opened up started working on the first scene for the film yet. I started working on the title scene. I just had to start working on the uh, first scene yet. So, and I'm linking models. So let's see. It says I got an eye marker for Kalita, but I deleted her model because I needed to change the facial bones on it. So now let's go streets. I'm streaming just the just Blender. So if it looks like I'm not doing anything, I am. All right. Oh no, I forgot I had that turned on. Hold on, let's see. Open this up. Let's look. Oh, what? Oh, here. I'm sure. All right. It's what? Oh, okay. I see what happens. Yeah, because that's turned on. That was turned on. All right. Okay. Let me turn her. Yep. Go into animation tab. And since Blender file changed this, I have to come in here now and make sure nothing's there. All right. Uh, oof. These are in the file. Let me go turn that off. Oh, I know why I put that jacket on her because of the other scene. Okay. A shot that I'm probably not even going to use. All right. In here, turn her hair off. Uh, go back to the scene. Yep. So in the community tab in the posts, I asked if anybody wanted like to like filmmaking or something else. I had to go check. Yeah. Filmmaking video. I got 4 whole votes. Yay. And it was like, yeah, go ahead. So I was like, all right. All right, so let's see. Let me go back here. Turn this off. All right. Animation tab. Okay, so let me go check the lines for this. Because Kalita's line. Okay. Mm, yeah, I'm about to crank it up a little bit, huh? All right. Let me make sure that this didn't turn up. Okay. I think I already had the animation for that too. I think I already did that animation. Let me check. A pin. Hmm. I don't think I did. No, I do have it. It's just the other one with the facial motion. It's this one. Slots. Hold on, wait. Do this. Oh Lord, is that an FK? Oh, that's why she wasn't moving. What do you mean rig control? Because iClone, well, I don't know anything about iClone. So be a little bit more specific. When you say rig control, you mean like control rig, like what you're seeing on the screen, where the control rig, or what you talking about? Auto rig. Okay, 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 okay. All right. Let's see. That's wrong. That's not it. That was not the animation. It's another one. Doesn't seem like there's anything there. Let's see. There isn't. All right. I have no clue what happened. Is it this? Hold on. It's not. I don't. This is not the animation I have for this. Ah, I'm trying to remember because this is definitely the animation I have for this. I mean, well, I don't know if you're still there or not, but is my audio playing? Test, test, test. Yeah, it is. Let me check to see if it's playing for me on the other side. Test, 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 test. Yep, it's playing. All right, so I don't know if you're there, not T twisted or whatever. Um, but when you say a control, rig control, this is what you mean? I guess not, because everybody's leaving because I'm not doing pretend things. All right, let's see. Okay, I think 180. 180 should be okay. I haven't touched this in a while. What do you think here? Because she should be facing her, right? Yeah. Um, because I mean, in this case, Mary doesn't need to be on. I guess not. I mean, you see where Khalid at. Oh, our camera's not even facing her. Interesting. Oh man, I have so many errors here. Stuff I have to fix because I changed Blender's versions. So, um, Kalita 1.6. 1.6 might be too heavy. Let's say 3.6. 2.3. 2. All right. And in this case, I definitely want it to track ahead, or yeah, this is ahead. That's fine. 0.55. Okay, so I know one thing I want to do. All right, so this is a beautiful part right here. So like the head and the neck, even though I don't have them on the on thing right now, which I should do. I'll turn the mouth bones off. Excuse me. So one of the things I like to do. So this is what something you need to do. So we're going to turn on our auto keying playback and ensure that the frame driver, all those things are on so we can see what we're doing. Make sure normalize is on so we can see what we're doing inside of the actual um, graph editor, okay? And I'm just going to click add. Come over to the NLA, click the action. So right here where it says action, click it, then hit N, and we're going to go add. So now it's in add mode. So I'm just going to hit I. If you don't already have your things set or whatever, because once you set only active king set, then it'll work accordingly. So once she does what she's doing, I'm just gonna just generally like do certain actions. So what is, whoa, that was weird. It seemed like it didn't want to turn. Okay, first off, let me come over here and go to only selected candle keyframes. I'll turn this a little bit more. Then I'll go back to the original key. So it's like hit I again. Is that on? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. I'm tripping. All right, hold on. Let's zoom in on that. This like so. Don't forget to save. Oh no. All right, let's see. I go back to the original key. Um, yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. Because I want to do this right here. All right, so right here where she starts to look like she's looking up, I want to just look away. Turn the overlay back on. Okay, so this needs to turn. Oof, that's gonna be a bit. All right, hold on. Come over here. This should be that, right? There we go. Yeah, that feels a lot more natural. Squeeze it all out. Key smooth Gaussian. Push it a little. Go from there. Hold on. I don't like the fact they hit up that high. All right. All right. So then, even then, so the same thing here is like with the hands. Yeah, I'm gonna select the hands. Get rid of that one. Kind of want all the hands to do all the same things. All right. Come back in here. Already set. Press I. So, boom. So I'm going to push it. I'm not gonna. Yeah, right here. Push. I got time for this nonsense. Blender don't start that. All right. This should start to slowly. Hold on. I think right here, I would like it to slowly sort of fist, but not completely. No, go the opposite direction. There we go. Yeah, I remember when I did this animation. I haven't touched this in so long. All right, so that's done. I need to do her mouth, but that means I also have to. I I don't want her to blink just yet, but I do want her to blink, and I want it to come like later on in the animation. So I'm gonna push this one down, create new, come back over here, tell it to replace, and then click. Because I'm gonna do it later, so I don't want it to happen just yet. So like right there, one, two, three, push it, close. All right, and then let's see. All right, I'm gonna turn it and make it all vector. Oh, I don't like that. That felt weird. Oh no no no! All of it's not supposed to be vectored. I'm tripping. Just this one is supposed to be vectored. All right. Yeah, let's do that one. I think it's too far down, honestly. Let me blow this up so I can see it. Yeah, it's too far down. That's what it is. All right. Yeah, that's it. What the hell is this one? Delete this shit. Yeah, that's it right there. All right. Copy paste. Yeah, I think. Hold on. Yeah, delete this one. Paste it right there. Yeah, right here. Delete that one. Paste it right there. Yeah. All right. And then now I can come in here, turn the mouth back on. I don't know why all of those disappeared, but okay. Oof, I can't do the mouth yet. The stuff isn't on the thing. I have to go back to her file. I had to add the what's the thing called? The lip sync shape keys. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Lip sync, and then we go pose library, which does not exist right now. All right. Okay, so pin characters. mm, Grab all of that. All right, and now I can go rest P F T H D. I will leave that one blank. S S L. I said L R A E. Oh, I think I got a O. No, I do not. So I have a UW. I can do UW. All right. And now that's it. I don't have to do anything else with that. I can just come back over here and then set it. And it'll do all the work for me. And all I have to do is just make sure that it all is fluid. The only thing is now I would have to deal with her eyes, which it's gonna be easy because you're gonna use an empty. Yeah. Okay. So now, since that's set, I come over here, go to lip sync. I'll close this. I'll click the audio because I want to make sure it's clicked, and I'm gonna hit bake. All your skin in control. All right. What's crazy is it's just these. It's probably gonna do all of it, but that's fine. It's probably doing all of her face, which is weird. Let's see. Yeah, it did. And that's fine because I'm gonna go delete whatever it did on the face anyway. All right. Select everything. T, and I'm gonna smooth it some. And then in the key blend, let me just push the blend all the way. And I just want to see what the end result looks like. All right, so that's done, but I do want to add a little bit more energy to that because it feel like it's off. Like not necessarily off, it just really want to turn this one, these off. Oh, what you doing? Oh no, I kind of need to do that. All right, I'm gonna turn these off. All right, I don't like that. Let me fix that. Delete that one. All right, that works. But I still feel like it needs to be smooth some more. I don't know why, but change the neighbor. Let's just blend these more. All right. All right. Yeah, so definitely got to do the face now. So work on the face, work on the face, because I don't have these things set up, so I'm gonna do it by hand. Let me grab this, these, and these. All right. So I don't want the eyelids since that's already done. All right. So I already know it's selected here. I'm just gonna go click and delete that. All right. So I want it separated from that. And boom. And since she's already in the midst of talking, I want her to already look like what she looks like. Apply. All right. And then and go back to that face. Let me get back in here. Boom. All right. Boom. In order for me to see what this really looks like, hold on, did I turn Mary off? I did not turn Mary off. I'm going to turn off her office. And I'm going to go into, because the lights should still be on. Let me turn it on with the lights on. It's because I want to see what it looks like. Let's go over there. Oh, wrong one. This one. She swole as hell, ain't she? Turn this back on. All right, go back. I'm trying to think about what it is I'm forgetting. Oh, the eyes. Durr. All right. So- Okay, so this is going to be paired to an empty, which is right here. And then we click it to the empty, and then let's come out of pose and go over to the empty, which is down there for some reason. All right, let me, oh, turn this off because I don't want it to do any sort of animating right now. Because Mary will be sitting here. Let's get a good bead on Mary. All right, so like right about there, because if I put it up here, she's gonna be looking too high up. It's weird, right? So put it like right there, and I can turn Mary back off. So now when she looks a certain direction, so I can go ahead and turn this back on because this is selected. Hit eye. Yeah. So right there. So here I push it way down here, and then she'll look off. So this is my idea. I'm gonna turn the background off. I'm gonna turn this so I can see her eyes, and then I'm just gonna just do this. Because once she opens her eyes, I can see her over here. Yeah. So I know I was on the Y with it. There we go. And I'm gonna push it up a little because I know it's still. Let's go down some. There we go. All right. So I like to just make it a vector because it'll do good not to. All right. And then back into the camera. And so I press save. Why is it? Okay. It didn't. Okay. Hold on. I'll turn it off over here. Put it where you see it bigger. Just like that. I just love the fact that she says that. It's just something about it. It's just like, so you demote me because I use forbidden power against a freaking juggernaut. In my mind, for this particular film, I didn't want to be all profane and stuff. For instance, let's go look at um, the final. Oh, look, this is on 25th. I mean 24th. So like again, like I said, the first scene goes here. It's not loaded. There's a thing here, something there I got to get rid of, and we have the majority of this scene still has a lot to go. This right here, um, yeah, it's a lot that's not here. Like this is the 10th scene. This not even, well, yeah. Then I started the 11th. Yeah, there's a lot that's missing. Like I still have to render this. Just little clips, because I find a lot of people are trying to do all this extras. Like, no, just remember when you went to the store, you weren't really paying attention to the people on the aisle, so you walked past them. You're so busy trying to show the work of you doing it instead of just saying, no, let me just go past that. Let me just have that going, but it doesn't have to be that long. Like some of these clips, like if you go back to like right here where we see this, that's like how many frames? None. Like, yeah, like this entire shot is a total of, oh, it's up here somewhere. Oh no, no, it's right here. Okay. Where we at? 95 frames. So like there's no reason to have it for like 20 seconds, and it's like, what are you trying to show me? It just needs to telegraph what's happening, right? I forgot I had this shot right here. Hold on, let me see. Am I true? I need to turn it down some too. Let's go, let's make it like 1.6. All right. Yeah, I'm really gonna shoot that shot again. I don't like it. That's probably why I was muted. Yeah. I really want to re-render this right here because her chest wasn't jiggling like it should have been. And in fact, let's go check that out. Scene 10. I'm in the wrong thing. It should be in filming. Scene 10. Can you blow it up so I can see which one I'm clicking? Oh no, there's two versions. Because I did a 5.0 version. It doesn't matter. I can override it because I'm now officially using 5.0 for everything. It's crazy how you'll slowly move over to the other version if your workflow didn't really change. So the pattern didn't change in itself. Yeah, because all of this is together. Yeah. Ooh, it's why is it playing so harsh? Oof. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Did I clip it? Oh, I didn't. All right. Well, what the hell, bro? Don't say. Am I? Did I? What? Hold on. Let me make sure this not in also in the other because I have two setups. Let's see. Feature. Huh? Features. Filming. Scene 10. Yep. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, I put the. Oh my goodness. See file organization. So I have the. Did it already open? Oh no. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this shot right here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it's in a different folder, which it shouldn't have been. But so what I'm looking at is the problem I'm about to have because I know I'm going to have it is that. Oh Lord, let's get down here. All right, is that is she off the ground? No. Okay. Is that it's probably going to tell me that it can't do it. um, but that's fine. I'll test it real quick because I want to see something. So we grab this, and it should be under animation. Yep. Well, yeah, yeah. I don't know how that closed on me, but it did. And go jiggle, enable jiggle. It's going to literally tell me a bunch of crap I don't care about. Okay, so I don't want the gravity to be that hard. I'll make it like half, and then I'm going to go click and bake. Let's hope it doesn't get buck wild or break on me. Hopefully it doesn't crash any stupid crap like that. Okay, so it's there. It did its job. All right, so I'm going to turn this off and hope that it. Oh yeah, it's definitely folding it a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine. So I'm going to go here, click this, and I'm going to hit over in the graph editor. I'm going to hold Alt O and then just hit it a bunch of times to smooth it out. And I'm going to push it down because I just want to see. I'll come over here. All right, hold on. Oh yeah, it's folding up. I'm going to fix that by doing this. All right, so me open it up, and since this is not active, I'm going to turn on my offset rotation. Oh Lord, why the rotation tool not showing up? Oh, because this is off somehow, some way. Let me turn this off. All right, and let's rotate it properly. All right, let's see what we get. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Because I would have to re-render the shot just so I could see that it's doing it. All right, let me go look. Let's see what this looks like. Yes, right here. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're good. We're good. Let me check. Make sure nothing's off, and then I'm gonna hit the F10. Because if I go like if it's doing its job correctly, then it'll show. Yeah, I can see it a little bit. See a little bounce. I might want to crank it back up. Did it do it again? Am I tripping? I felt like it did it again. Almost. Okay. And done. All right. So now if I go back to the main scene, it should show. Oh my goodness, that's annoying. Because I feel like it's not happening. It's happening. I just can't really tell. It's just so annoying. It's happening. It's fine. This stuff like that just don't have control over. It's like if it's working, it's working. If it's not, it's not. All right. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I have going on for this film that all human generator. I need to check his his um his hood because that is annoying. Because for some reason when I um bound this to the character, for some reason his hood decided it wanted to say, "Hey, let's put the face on there too." Blink. This should be I. I don't need it to do any of that. It should do none of this. It shouldn't can be controlled by a single thing here. So if he blinks, nothing should respond to it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even though that doesn't necessarily translate over to the other thing, because the shot is already done, but still, yeah, it's like ensuring those things are not there. So I believe this one he doesn't have the yeah, okay, so he's good. So no R kit on him. All right. Uh what I need to do is create his bone maps. So you got the facial bones, they're set. Boom. What about the mouth bones? They're set. Bet. All right, head to chest is set. Okay, cool. Then we good on with him. All right. I don't have to do it with anybody. I think I started with him to tell you the truth. Let me see. Let me open that scene. Filming. It's not in this one. It's in the other. Um, was it this one? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if my thing is even showing. No, it's not. Okay. Uh, well, no, let me not do that like that. Okay. So this is here. Let's go back over here. I'm going to have to turn this off because I know it's messing with still stuff. All right. Because this shouldn't have. Yeah. Come over here. All right. Because now if I play, well, is he linked? Yeah, he's linked. So, all right. Yeah, because as soon as he blinks, yeah. Um, that's just him seeing him walk in. All right. Let me. Yeah, I need to turn that one down. That's a. Well, see why? I hate the way that it was recorded. I mean, I don't know if why this line particularly sounds like this. He might have not had a good way to keep it from sounding like that, but I don't know what I use for this because it definitely wasn't the lip sync at all. I really kind of want to redo it, to be honest. Yep, I do. I think it's this right here. This has definitely got to be the lip sync. Go test that out. Facial bones, not the facial bones, mouth bones. Yep. Okay. Yeah. 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 This was done with the other lip sync tool. Yeah. I'm gonna redo that mouth. Means I have to go back to his file and give him the lip sync um, pose library. Lip sync, lip sync, lip sync. Not what I said. Lip sync. All right, cool. And click this. Do that there. All right. A pin. It should go right back. Yep. I figured it would. Rest. MVP. He's the MVP. All right. THD leave blank SLR. Precision. Close it. I can go right back and do the same thing again. And I can just reset it. Because I mean, this is the beautiful part about like not having done a final render because you can go back and change things. And it's not like I have to change something and then re-render the entire thing. Even though I am curious about all the other parts. What's this? Let's just click this. I think this is just facial motions. They are. And delete that because now I'm about to go over top with this. Not that. Turn this off. That one. All right. Close this. Click this. Bake. The lip sync tool is free and it's on Blender extensions. Just go to edit preferences, extensions, type in lip sync, and it's there. You just got to create your pose library for it. And it can be, I would say, create a model for HG, give it all the facial poses that you want to create, like you see here, right? Like I have my lip sync poses, like all of them here, right? And then append those to that character, and then you'll be able to place them inside of the lip sync. Okay, that's done. Let me just smooth it out because I already know it's gonna probably do some silly crap. And then I'm gonna actually scale it a little. And then blend, and I'm gonna do this twice. The blend offset. All right, I'm gonna close that. And because I know the facial bones try to still come in and do some work or whatever, I'm gonna delete this shit. All right, just delete it. Make sure this is there. Okay, yeah. All right, and then push it down, and then I think I'm gonna tell this to come to the top. So I'll make that go to the top. Track, move to the top. All right, because I don't like my blink being covered by anything. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's way better. I don't like the way the efforts. I don't like the mouth part right there, so I will be changing that. Um, let's go to the mouth right there. It's right here. This right here. I already know where it's at. This Ritio. That's it right. That's all I needed. Sometimes it's like that, you know. Sometimes it's like that. Okay. I changed the other one too. His clothing is still doing the thing with the eyes. Is he not linked? He's linked. So why is it not working? Is it the mouth? It's probably the mouth. Let me go check that. That is so odd. Because it's not this. It's not that. Okay, yeah. All right. So anything for the face also. So the head? No, 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 no. Face, 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 face. Um, brow? Yeah, there we go. Brow. All right. We don't want any of that reacting to any of that. All right. Let's see if anything else is going to make it move. Yep. That's cheek. Yeah. I don't need you to do anything. You don't need to do anything. You just need to sit still. You don't need to do anything. All right. All right. Mouth. Oh, this is about to get interesting because it doesn't need any of those things. All right. So I go back. What did it say up here? Go back over to the scene and see now what it does. Boom. Oh my goodness! Did I know for a 87 million facts that didn't just tear something up? So why is it not showing over here? What in the hell happened? All right, let's come over here and go look at this real quick. What is that attached to? What is that? Is that ears? Oh, that's the jaw. Remove that crap. Okay, I have an idea. In order to tell what's going on, I'm gonna have to put him in a sitting position because apparently something is stretching that shouldn't be stretching. And let's find out what on the next Dragon Ball Z. All right, let's see. It's not that. All right, let me type in jaw, see if anything else pops up. It doesn't. Um, man, this is different. Is the face control? No. Is it the head bone? Oh Lord. All right, let's see. Let me hold on. Turn on. Oh no, it's already on. There we go. Yeah, let's smooth it. Smooth it. Not smooth it. Smooth it. What is it? Oh, that's his head peeking through for some reason. All right. All right. Little things like that. All right. So now that we found the culprit, one shall be able, and this should work just fine. Definitely have to fix that one on his head because his ear is clipping. It's just little stuff like that that you go. I know it's like sort of a being, a bit too much sometimes, but sometimes you just want to fix a problem or a potential problem, especially when you get to your final render. And when I was doing the come up, I found a lot of little things becoming an issue that normally wouldn't be an issue if I had um, caught it ahead of time. But then there's other things that sometimes you see it and you go, man, there's nothing I can do about that because it's a computer issue. Like I don't have the power or something like that. Yeah, that works. And then I'll just replace that F10. Now I have my F10 set to do viewport render animation. So yay. But yeah, so um, just little stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Done, done. All right. So now when I go back to the final, he's gonna still have those issues here, but it doesn't really make a difference, I guess you'd say. Just little simple actions, man. Little simple actions. I think a lot of people misunderstand those simple actions. Okay, so when I was doing this opening scene, let's see, Mary's office. This should not have been. I should not have been touching it because it wasn't inside of anything. Like for instance, let me turn her office back on. Let me put that inside the actual folder. I'm thinking I may have to because this was the asset thing. It wasn't the scene. So if I go into filming, scene one, yeah, there's nothing in scene one. Let me check my other thing to see if I have it in here. I do not. I believe I'm going to put it on the second drive. So I'll just go scene one underscore conclave clave Mary's office. I'm just gonna make it all one piece. All right, and now I'm gonna go sc 01 underscore sh 01 Mary's office. Should I do Mary's office? I mean, I guess because I the folder's named the conclave, so yeah, that's fine. But I need to be one, all right, because it's going to be more than one shot. All right, and then now I need to set the render path. It'll be the same thing. Yeah, you may not be able to see what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm just only showing the Blender screen. Renders scene one underscore conclave uh, Mary's office, and then scene 01 underscore shot 01 underscore Mary's office. One underscore. All right. And then what I'm going to do is this is I'm going to underscore. I'm going to go ahead and hit F10 because I want to go ahead and drop that into there so I can already have because I've been waiting to do it. So I sort of just do a bunch all of the if I'll do play blast versions to go into the slot until I do the final. And I'm gonna probably be render farming this one because hey, I hate how some for some reason when the arms and stuff move, the clothing will push up instead of staying where it is. I just genuinely don't like that. Final, go to scene one. Oh come on! All right, movie. Oh, this is not on the right one. All right. Hmm. Oh no! Oh, the audio wasn't turned on in this shot. Why not? Doesn't even make sense. Why did I turn it off? Okay. All right, let's do it again. F10. Let it roll out. Alrighty then. Oh, yeah, like if you're using any, like if you're using HG models, you're gonna have particle hair if you're using their brows. I'm using hair and clothing from Daz. So, yeah, but if you're using it, I always turn the particle hair off. Like I just turn it off, and then with that turned off, what the fuck? Now, why wouldn't you come in with the audio? This is crazy. All right, let's see. It just doesn't make sense not to come in with the audio. Push it a little. All right, here we go. Yep, there we go. Yep. So then Mary says her line or whatever. So I don't think I'm using. Yeah, I don't know. I just have those up there. I'm probably gonna get rid of that and stop using that because it's sort of in the way a lot of the time. There's some things I need to change in this too, like all this sparkling and shit. I changed it here, but I didn't change it in the first shot. Changed it here, and then it comes up later. And right there, sparklies all on the shirt, and then not there, but in the background here, you see sparklies. Dude, hurry up and ran out of it, didn't he? I despise the fact that that will just not play like I needed to. So I should render this out. Mm, 45. 5285. And then what? Oh, that's the source. I'm tripping. All right. Because of where this is going. Why is it noodle shop? What? Oh, because I okay. Because you never mind. All right. I was like, what? Is this on the okay? What the I just need to see the shot because what is this? This is the team, blah, blah, blah. Shot 8 scene 3. Uh, just export. That's fine. I just needed to come out, go out, go out. Okay. And render it real fast. You can't see it. Because again, I'm just streaming the Blender screen. Blah, words, guy, words. Yeah. And you probably can tell that it's changing as I'm looking down and I'm seeing like all of the things glittering, glitching at the bottom down there. Because I'm rendering the shutout to bring it back in to replace the uh, image sequences that I put in there that I turned into meta strips. I don't lie. I really think Cowboy's like one of my favorite characters in the series. I mean, in the film. It's definitely not going to be a series. And after I'm done with the come up series, there are no more series in length. It's going to all be. I think I put the sound on there, right? The sound is on. Yeah. So once I bring this in, yeah. Export. I'm gonna drop this right here because I don't want anything to break. All right. So all of this can go and click. Done, son. All right, so let's take this back to zero and this back to 18K. All right, that why is that clipping so hard, bro? It just feel like it's clipping. Yeah, so I like the fact that the hat has that level of detail in it. I love it. Yeah, so a lot of little things like that. So, like I said, people said when I ask in the community posts what kind of video to make? It's a filming. Okay, so that means you're either watching me do it or something like that. But what I say is this right here. If you want, because I use human generator DAS sometimes, if you want to find like learn certain things or just get a feel for it, because really I don't really think it's a learning matter. I think it's more of a getting a feel of it matter. If you want to get more of a feel of what's going on when it comes to doing those things, a lot of times the videos I see on YouTube, they're not helping anybody. They're just glorified. Hey, go. You can't afford a Rococo suit, but watch me talk about Rococo. You know, it's like no. All of this is. I mean, yes, HG is a paid for thing, but 68 to 100 and something dollars is cheaper than 4 grand. And uh, people asking me how to get a HG model into a game. I'm like, I don't do that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna try to figure out how to do it because I don't do that. My thing is go use the things that do that, right? So like you can get DAS models in there, and DAS is free. You could take your DAS model and bring it into Blender. It's gonna be dressed, all those things. Um, you're gonna probably have issue with the hair, but because most systems want you to use their system. So you use something like Unity, Unreal Engine, and whatnot. They want you to use their system for hair, even though you can bring it in. I have a video on that making an Olympic groom for Human Generator. I mean for Unreal Engine. Unity uses a hair system, but I don't know it. So yeah, um, just have to go through the tool set. So say for instance, let's go to HG and you go to create a character, right? So let's say I'll bring this model in, right? And what I'm saying is this. So don't worry about him looking like that. That's because I have the textures on and I don't have the image is not selected for the actual texture. All right, so let's go into the thing. And when we look at the model, right? So we had to say to ourselves, okay, um, here, what here do I need? Well, HG uses a dot in front of the uh, texture, so it hides it in the UI in Blender. So whenever you export, it doesn't export the texture. But that doesn't mean you can't, because if you look at the model, it's relatively low poly. It's a mid poly thing, right? So what you need to do, like for instance, if I do this, right? So if you look at it, it's relatively mid poly. All right. So you can export this. The thing is what you have to do is figure out what the workflow is from Blender to whatever you're sending it to. That's what you have to find out. I can't tell you that. So when you go to like HG and you go to process, it has all these things here already. I don't recommend using the hair cards only because it's just not up there yet. And that's not me beating up on Oliver or whatever. It's just a matter of, it's just the fact that it's just not ready yet, right? So um, you would do better just making a groom. So let's say if for instance I want to just put hair on the character, right? So just find a do just something relatively straightforward. So I'll do this one, right? So I put that on the character, and understand when you do this, what you're having to do is tell this to turn that into a mesh. But all of these things are available. So in order for me to turn them off, I have to come over here. It's crazy because all of this is in that. So I found out which one selected four. All right, so I know that the first one's not selected. So I just go ahead and delete the systems here. But I know four is the one that's available, or the one that is using presently for the eyebrows. Okay. And I just delete the rest except for the eyelashes, right? So now when I come back over here, this is reduced to whatever's left. File, clean up, purge, and then get rid of all that so that your system in the background is not all overwhelmed, right? Okay, so like for instance, let me do this real quick to make it a little easier for you to tell what I'm doing, right? So, so now we can see the whole thing. So when I pop the screen up, you can see that in the screen, right? Okay, uh, so now what I want to do is turn this particle system into the hair system that I want. So I know that the hair top side is the system that I want to turn into a mesh, right? So I'll just go back to the modifier, drop it down. I'm not drop that. Yeah, open it up and convert to mesh. When I convert these brows to, because I just did mesh the brows, right? Understand that this is now a mesh, but I want you to see something. This is still there. This turned into a mesh. Now this is not, has no texture on it. Okay, there's no texture on that, but it's also not thick enough to carry one. So if I come over here and go slide and then just tell it I want it to be white. You see it didn't turn white? Well, right now it's a mesh. I have to convert that to a curve. So let's come back into uh, object mode. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit F3. There's a lot of people want to have space as your search bar. That doesn't make sense to me when I can play my animation. So anyway, I'm going to convert this to a curve, right? So I'm going to convert curve. So when I convert it to a curve, that texture went away, right? But it's a curve now. So I'm saying, all right, but the curve is not thick enough. Right. So this is stuff. This is stuff I'm saying. Like you have to start and just start thinking about what do I need to do. If I go point zero 0.1, that's too big, ain't it? So I have to make it real small. So just say 1, 2, 3, 1, and so now they're relatively thick. They're still a little too thick in my taste, but hey, what 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So now they're about the same thickness of the other hair, but it can now be textured. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert it to a mesh. So I'm going to hit F3 again, convert to mesh. It's now a mesh. Remember, we just created that material. Now that material is actually white, but now I'm going to go to black, right? So now when I come back over here, that texture is now black. Okay. But remember, I want this to go back to the character to stay, but I have to remove the present system. So that's for the eyebrow 4. So I'm going to remove that system. The only thing left is this. But you see how much thinner it is compared to the other one? And that's fine because the other one was is set, but this is the downside. This is not in any kind of way attached by any vertex group to the model, right? Because their brows, you either want to, you have to decide if you want this to be attached to the face or not. So you're going to have to give it weights. My thing is since if you have your facial rig on, right? So let's go back to human gen and let's go to expressions and let's put the face rig on. So when I turn the face rig on, I only want it to be paired to what? These bones right here. Let me turn that to this. I only want it paired to these bones. Okay. But it's not going to move those just yet. So when I do this, I feel like the best thing to do is to do it manually. So I'm going to click it, right? And say, okay, I want y'all to work with these. But that means I also have to do it in a way where it does it separately. So you can just do this, which is not bad, but always do it in solid mode, right? I'm going to go Alt P, and then I'm going to say do it with automatic weights. And there's a reason for this. Now, no, I'm sorry. Let's do it with empty groups. The reason why I say do it with empty groups is this, because now I can choose, because I know there's a bunch of crap in here I don't need, right? I only need the brow. I just typed that wrong. That's not how you spell brow. Okay, so we know we have all the brow parts, and it should be, what is this? 5 parts, right? If I hit one, I know this side is my left, this side is my right. Okay. So when I look at this, I have to say to myself, because remember, we're trying to export to a game engine, right? But in order to do this, I have to convert all the hair to something that it can see, and preferably a mesh. But that mesh has to also be bound to the actual model. It can't just be random, because if I start moving things, like right now, I have that set, right? But if I come over here and move this, it doesn't move with it because it's not locked to it, all right? So I know I want this to actually work with that, okay? Because again, we have this set to this. So if I come in here to, if I hit F, not F, I'm sorry. If I go into weight paint mode, right? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Um, a good thing to do is find the part that I'm going to do this for. So I know this is the outer, this is the um up, outer, outer left up, right? So I'll just go, right? Let's make that a little bigger and just sort of, because I know I want this to work for that, right? It's the same thing with the right outside, right? Okay. And then just say the left brow down. We know we want this here, right? And then the same thing for the right brow down, right? So we come over here. We want to do this. What you doing? Why you not working? All right, there we go. They act like it didn't want to work. The hell? All right. Okay. And then we have the inner brow, which all of this right here should still be selected for to that point, right? Okay. All right. And then I like to come in with the blend brush and just sort of with the blur brush and sort of blur all those things. But remember something, that I'm doing this right, but guess what's not attached to this? Because I'm about to show you, because it's not attached to the actual rig yet, right? So if I move the head, the brows go with it a bit, right? Because guess what I did? I paired it. Now let's grab this. See now how it's moving with it? So I'm saying, like, it's little things that you have to start, you have to think about those things, but you see how it's not going all the way through? So that means we need to fix that weight, right? Let's see what this does. That's not too bad. All right, so I know that weight needs to be fixed. So that's the down left. So it feels like it's a little too weak in my mind. I might just make this a little strong. Hold on, let me go to normalize. Let me normalize all. It just seemed like it does not want to let me select it. Yeah, all right. Okay, and then I'll blend it some more. Did I put it on accumulate? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do the same thing for this side too. Yeah, it's real light over here because that's for the down, right? Yeah, that's too weak. I don't like that. All right, it makes this a little softer. Okay, because this shouldn't. Yeah. All right. Go back. Go into pose mode. Check it. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better, but if you go hard on it, it's not working that great. But again, this is something you have to figure out because it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if I push this all the way up, right, that's not bad. But then this might go down. Say this up, not bad. But that's the whole thing there. It's just like figuring it out. It's the same thing with the hair. You're gonna go and you would go literally and tell it in here to turn. Hold on, I didn't turn that system on. One of these systems is still on. Oh, it's the eyelash. Okay, it's the eyelashes. That's why it's 3 systems. All right. So like for instance, this convert to mesh, right? So that's the top part. But remember, it's a mesh now. So it's still there as a particle system, right? So if I click this again, top, I get rid of that particle system. So now when I come back over to this mesh, that mesh is, you see what I'm saying? Like it's a separate thing, right? Because I go in and see that the actual verts and everything, right? So I want to turn it into a curve so I can make it thicker. That's going to be a lot because guess what? There's going to be a lot of pieces. So you have to deal with whatever your system does. I'm scared to touch it right now, but that's what you would do. That's one of the things you would go about doing to slowly convert things over, and then you can give it whatever hair color you want because it's now officially a full mesh. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna go because I gotta do things. I have some hardcore work to do, and I'm also developing like two games. So yeah.